Super Macho Gamer here, and with the Switch 2 literally right around the corner, it got me thinking, what games on the original Switch deserve a Switch 2 edition release? Now, Nintendo did release a list of games that will be receiving a free upgrade, and we're all aware of the upgrades that will cost money, but this video is about the 5 Switch games that actually deserve those enhancements, but as of right now, seem to have been forgotten by Nintendo. So let's get started. Let's be real here. Pokemon games on the Switch kinda look basic and sometimes just straight up look bad. Now, a Switch 2 edition of these games wouldn't really fix much of the visuals or texture details, but at least it should and would make them run better, and in some instances, actually playable. Maybe the Pokemon Company and Nintendo should stop trying to sue Palworld and instead put that effort into making a proper modern Pokemon game for the Nintendo Switch 2. But I'm not counting my Pikachus just yet. Bayonetta 3 is an odd one for this list, as most people completely forgot that it came out. Actually, most people probably just forgot it existed. To be fair, the Bayonetta franchise isn't the big money maker of hack and slash and beat 'em up goodness that the old God of War games used to be, and a large part of that honestly has to do with how poor this game performed on the original Switch. It was rough. But Platinum Games and Nintendo have a chance to correct that by giving this game that 4K 60 FPS goodness that it desperately needs. And hey, maybe the original voice actor will decide to bring up her controversy again to try and reclaim some relevancy, since that is all the rage right now. This is on the list because I might be the only person who wants this. I don't want a new Smash Bros. Game. I know, but hear me out. If we get a new Smash Bros. Game, then you can kiss goodbye to ever seeing some of these guest characters ever again. I'm looking at you, Keyblade Boy. However, if instead they chose to do a Switch 2 edition of this game, in line with what they are doing with Mario Party Jamboree, we could instead get a Smash Ultimate brought over to the Switch 2 and get another set of fighter passes released. With this, there wouldn't be any legal problems when it comes to the usage of the guest characters, and we will get more fighters. Sometimes it's just better to add on to something that is already perfect instead of trying to make something new. This might actually be the second most important Fire Emblem game ever made. Just like with Awakening, it brought in a whole new audience into the franchise. Now, whether it was because it reminded people of Hogwarts, or maybe they just really like the characters, this game deserves to be upgraded for the Switch 2. Just imagine how great this game would look running at 4K and at a solid 60 FPS. But let's be real here, this game can not look so great at times, and why should Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom be the only ones to get the visual improvements? This is what we really need 4K for. It has been 8 years since the original Switch launched in North America, and out of all the games that came out in 2017, there is one massive pair of a title, one that is double-handedly responsible for the massive success of its franchise today, and unfortunately has yet to be announced to be receiving any form of that sweet Switch 2 edition upgrade, or any upgrade for that matter. Of course, I'm talking about Xenoblade Chronicles 2. It was released December of 2017, and it shows, both visually and in performance. And that was an early Switch launch game. So come on, Nintendo, now's your chance to correct the shortcoming of the Switch 2 launch, and the only thing holding back Xenoblade Chronicles 2 from godhood. Let us see those glorious blades and that yummy 4K goodness, Nintendo. And those are just 5 of the games released for the original Switch that I think deserve to get the full Switch 2 edition treatment from Nintendo. Thanks for watching, everyone, and let me know what games you want upgraded in the comments down below, and I'll see you all next time.